Go on, get in that water. That's not quite the clearance of the other two, but well done, John.
Competing on the track is something I've enjoyed on and off throughout my running career. So last Saturday, Dawn and I went down to the City Athletics track in Sheffield, where I was down to compete in a handful of events. What was nice about this day, I wasn't just an individual competing for myself in an open meeting, I was actually part of a team competing for points in the Northern Track and Field League.
So just warming up for my first event, which is the 3,000 metre steeplechase. Main skill needed for the steeplechase is agility. My agility quota, about 1 out of 10. But it's all a bit of fun and collecting points for the club. So those of you who follow this channel for a while will know that Dawn and I generally compete for Penistone footpath runners. However, that club does not have a track and field team, therefore I'm allowed under England Athletics rules to run first claim for another club. And Barnsley AC was the first club I ever joined. I always had a soft spot in my heart for Barnsley AC and the runners there, so when I realised we're a little bit short for the track and field team, I jumped at the chance to pull on the, blue vest and come out here and enjoy an afternoon of athletics.
So there were 8 different clubs competing at this particular meeting, and the way it works is each event the club is allowed to put in 2 different athletes, an A scorer and a B scorer. But as we shall see, not every club can get 2 people in every event.
It should start at 5 past, but it's going to be late because they're still finishing the sprints and then they've got to put all the barriers out.
Oh, okay.
So just waiting for John to start the 3,000 metre steeplechase, and there they are down there. I think there's about 4 competitors in this race.
Have fun, John. Enjoy the water.
So yes, the 3,000 metre steeplechase consists of 28 fixed barriers and 7 water jumps over 7.5 laps.
Here's the first 2 come in. Let's see how they take this water jump. Yeah, straight over. Straight over. Oh, yes, nice clearance. Go on, get in that water. That's not quite the clearance of the other two, but well done, John. Keep going.
So yes, as Dawn says, there's 4 runners in this race, including our team manager Ray, who you can see here going over the water jump, which means he finishes first in the B race, collecting a maximum 6 points.
Good clearance. And again.
So obviously the steeplechase is a specialism for neither of us, but I'm third in the A race, which means I get 4 points, so between us we're scoring good points for the club. So as you can see, there's 2 runners in this race who are able to hurdle the barriers with a traditional technique, but it really doesn't matter at this level as long as you can get over the barriers and keep running between them. You will finish, record the time and score those valuable points for your team. So sadly it wasn't just the steeplechase had gaps in the event, it was the case in most of the events that we saw throughout the day. So as someone who thrives on running in a rhythm, I found the steeplechase quite gruelling. As you can see, the stop-start 35 times over. So after 15 minutes and 12 seconds, the race was over, and nice sporting gesture from the other runners in the race who stayed around to shake the hands of myself and my club captain. So I thought I was first in the B race. As it turns out, because I'm beating our A runner, I become the A runner. Oh, so I was third in the A race out of 3. So you can see, when you turn up to these things, it's basically about getting points for your club. I've got 4 points there, and Ray, who's just finishing now, has got 6 points. So that's 10 points for Barnsley AC that I wouldn't have had if these people hadn't been running. You can see there's only 2 other guys in the race. These things really are not very well supported. I will come on to why later. So last night Dawn had to sit and watch me eat an ice cream before her race. Today I get to sit and watch her eat a lovely Sheffield sausage sandwich. So yes, getting athletes out to fill events, it's a perennial problem. I think often there's quite long distances to travel to events. The next ones for us are at Newark, which is over an hour's distance away. People are reluctant to go that way to maybe run an 800 or 1500 or something even shorter. But it still continues, and thanks to all the officials and managers who make it happen.
So anyway, next up for me is the 5,000 metres, and our A runner in this case. On the right you can see Gareth Cook, running man in blue. Go and check out his channel. Recently ran 2:24 at London Marathon and shooting for low 16s here.
Second to last, I think, look at that.
So John is now lining up for the 5,000 metres. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 athletes, I think, in this race.
It's getting right warm. I think I prefer spectating today than running.
So yes, just 7 runners in this race out of a possible 16. The 5,000 metres is 12.5 laps of the track, and as it turned out on this particular day, the runner in front of me finished about 3 minutes in front. The runner behind me finished about 5 minutes behind. So it's very much a solo effort, except at those occasions when I was being lapped, as you can see here. In fact, the front runners lapped me 3 times. Now, if you follow the channel recently, you'll know I've gone under 20 minutes a couple of times for parkrun. On this occasion, given the heat, the after effects of running a marathon just 6 days ago, and not being totally well, I ran just over 21 minutes, I think about 21:10 in this race. But when I checked my effort levels, it was 174 heart rate, which is what I run for full out effort for parkrun or recent 5k races. So there was no lack of effort, but just as you can see, no one in front of me, no one behind, as the song goes. I'm just churning out 12.5 laps in 24-degree heat, just for personal pride and to earn those points for my club.
So John, how did the 5,000 go?
Well, it was a bit difficult because there were some really fast guys in there. I was nowhere near. There was one chap who was quite a bit behind me whole lap, so I had nobody to race. It's a solo time trial in 20-odd degree heat.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I always enjoy pulling on the vest and racing.
So that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And you got points for the club.
I did.
Good. There were 6 in the race, so I counted them.
Yeah.
Okay, well done then.
So, as if running a 3,000 metre steeplechase and a 5,000 metre track race were not enough, I also stepped up to run leg 4 in the 4x400 metre relay. Again, just 3 teams competing out of a possible 8. A couple of the guys had actually done multiple events. You can take part in up to 7 events here, and one of the young lads here had done all those number of events, so hats off to him.
He's on the 4th leg and we're just about to start now.
So if you want a top coaching tip on how to run a fast 400, my advice would be don't run a 3,000 metre steeplechase and a 5,000 metres just beforehand. You can see me setting off in a minute looking like I've just got out of bed in the morning, unlike some of these faster runners here from the other 2 clubs. There I go, you can see the effects of the racing in my legs. That is not Michael Johnson by any means.
That ends.
That's not my event, by the way, not my specialism. So that was fixture 1, 4 fixtures throughout the year, and I hope to do at least the next one. All part of the rich tapestry of sport. There's so much to try and enjoy, and if you've not tried racing on a track, I heartily recommend giving it a go. I'm sure there's an athletics club in your area crying out for runners, jumpers and throwers to take part. Don't forget, we've got more track action coming up as Dawn competes in some veterans events. I'll compete again in the Northern League, and this weekend we have found something called the Day of the 5,000 PBs. I think somebody's cottoned onto the idea of the London 10,000 event and has put 5,000 on in Keighley. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to subscribe and see what else we've got up to on road, track and elsewhere, please subscribe to the channel. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.